was sick that I ended up, and Ralph, it's like I was calling for somebody, but Ralph was sick too. And he's been sick a couple of days now. But we're getting better. I mean, we still managed to go even though we didn't feel too excited about doing things. I'm much better, and by tomorrow he will be fine. Now, we're here, and we're in beautiful Tanah Toraja in Sulawesi. This is a whole different island than the New Guinea island. This island has like peninsulas, like arms going out. It has 3 large peninsula and then 2 small ones, so it's got 5. And on each one, the people are speaking a different language. It's like they're separated, you know. And we are here with the Toraja people. That's the peninsula that we're on. And it's a beautiful place. It just is, well, I can't believe how lovely it is. Not only the scenery, but the people too. The people are very small, and they're well dressed, and they're well housed, and they speak some English, and they're doing magnificent carvings. And like the hotel we're in is like a compound, and the center is just beautiful. It looks kind of like, you know, how the Japanese do things, and they have all clipped bushes and everything is just perfect in its place, you know. Everything looks restful. Well, today there was rest too. There was a funeral. We went to a funeral. Okay, one of the Toraja people. So we went there by bus. And when we got there, we had to walk. He says, oh, it's just a piece up the road. Well, that's a lot of baloney. We walked up and up and up, and the road was stones, and it was clay, and it was mud, and it was wet. It had rained. So we're sliding up. Little did we know that this was the easy part. Then we got, our shoes were just fairly icky, you know, with this yellow mud. And when we got to the top, we had to go down the other side, and that's where all the entertainment was down there. It was like a whole area that is set up just to have festivals and occasions like this. So we got up there, and when we started down, and oh God, there was no more stones there. It was all mud, and from all this rain, we were just slipping and sliding and hanging on, you know, and people are coming up and people are going down, and guys are coming through with water buffaloes, you know, and the mud is sloshing all over, and there's people, natives coming through carrying like 4 people with 2 bamboo poles with pigs hanging from them, squealing and hollering, and oh my Lord, it was something else. So anyway, we went down there, and then our shoes were covered with mud. And there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people down there, all dressed in black, and 2 corpses. The husband had died 3 years ago, and the wife had died 2 years ago. And their coffins ornate were there with them on display, and they had pictures of them so everybody could remember, because it was 2 years and 3 years ago. Everyone sitting around with their black clothes on except us and our cameras, and 30 men in a circle were wailing and kind of shuffle dancing, but all in rhythm together. It was nice to hear. And these men were relatives, or no, they were the paid mourners. They got paid for that. And they also left, I saw them dispersed, because they're going to do this many times during the day as new groups of people come in. They left with a package of cigarettes each, and I don't know if they got money, but I saw each one getting cigarettes. And there was people all over with food and plates and buckets of sizzling stuff and teapots and coffee pots. Now where these men were, they were in a big circle, and they had slaughtered a water buffalo already. We didn't see it, but we saw the blood on the ground, and we saw the liver was hanging on a pole. And these people coming were bringing in more water buffaloes and more pigs tied up galore all over. And the reason, it was like a festival. See, the funeral had to be delayed these years to give the people time to get there. You have to let them know that it's going to happen and where it's going to happen so that they can get there and they have time to save up and repay any debts that they owe by bringing a pig or whatever the bill was or whatever they had to do to, get settled. And so then they came.